Hi, good morning. Good morning. Good morning. How are you doing today? It is almost half past the hour, and we're glad to be here. My name is David Hunt, and you have been listening to 30 minutes of just prayerful, thoughtful, focused music. Yeah, it's usually it takes me a moment to catch myself and like, whoo, what an experience. I want to say thank you to all of you who are here live, but also who are coming in on the replay. It is good to see you all. We have some people in the chat that we can say hello to. First Son Motif, thank you. I am not sure, this may be your first time live with us. Thank you for coming through. Today we usually try to catch the newbies. Right on, right on. Like very nice and soothing music sound. Very soothing. Wait, make sure you read that right, Dave. Make sure you read that. Very soothing and nice worship sound, yes. Yes, yes, yes. That is a patch that I was able to find online somewhere. Now I'd have to do my research to go back and find it. But it's a main stage patch for called Worship Essentials. Worship Essentials. I'm layering it on top of my Logic setup. So we have Logic and main stage going at the same time. He's like, David, isn't that a little bit of overkill? Maybe. Today we're talking about deep, deep, deep river. There's a song. It's the Songs of the River. Songs of the River Part 2. Basically, we had a lot of it. There was one song that inspired it all. There was one song that inspired it all. And that was There is a River That Never Shall Run Dry. I don't know all the words, but the melody of it just spoke to me. Like the last line. I know the last lines. Ooh wee. You know, I'm looking a little red in this video. No, sorry. Don't go down the rabbit hole, Dave. Do not do it. Do not do it. Man. No, it looks okay. It looks fine. But I wanted to just touch base on the river, Deep River. I was listening to Marian Anderson. Marian Anderson. Her rendition helped to inspire today's is looking for, songs of the river. It's like there's a river. I can't play that for 45 minutes. No, that's gonna start repeating myself. So found some other things as the deer panteth for the water, looked at down by the riverside. I'm gonna lay down my burdens down by there's some of these Negro spirituals that I went even a modern spiritual as I went down to the river to pray, studying about that good old way and who shall wear starring all these songs these freedom songs that were written during the slaves' times. It's African History, African Heritage Month. and wanting to pull. Oh man, David will sing a few chords from the river song to ensure we recognize the songs. I don't even know if I know all the words for all these songs, but I'll call them out as I went through them today. I have a list. Yes, I always make a list, even if I don't post the list. Or of late, I have not been putting the song titles underneath. Right? You guys want that? If you like to see the song titles, let me know, because I can just play them. I can just play them through, right? If you want the song titles, let me know. We can do that. But in this particular time today, the song, Deep River, and the word that really caught me is like, I want to cross over into campground, right? There used to be a thing, this thing called camp meeting, right? And this is the interpretation I got. And where everyone gathered, and it was a big gathering, a celebration, so to speak. But a campground also was a place for the slaves to go. It was like Jordan, you go down to the Jordan. Jordan was a place where you were able to get out, and in the references to the Underground Railroad and all of these things. Now we know, it was code. It's like Steal Away, all these songs that helped to give people a clue as to where to go and what to do. Right. And so it is now. We have the blueprint of how they escaped. We have that blueprint now, even today, and we can find a place of solace, find a place of peace, find a place of comfort. And I'm always amazed at how we're able to sometimes navigate the spaces without these reference points, without these, you just going through the motions every day. Man, for me, finding that peace, Deep River, finding that peace took some time for me. I remember it was 3 years ago where I really found that peace. And it was during a Zoom. No, I wasn't Zoom. I was doing the laundry. And I'd been going through a series with my friend Jonathan Leonardo. He's talking about identity. Who you are, who I am. And hey, listen, you may be a person of faith. You may say, like, nah, this faith thing is not for me. It's just fine. I'm just telling you my story, right? I grew up in church, never really did any wild thing out there. And, but there was decisions that I made along the way that really, had me in a bad way. Mentally, spiritually, but life is out of balance. And so for me to make that step, to know that I am enough, to make that step to where I could tell you that you are enough. It's 3 years ago. I'm not messed up. And so I was doing the laundry, and I was putting from the washer into the dryer. And as I was taking it out of the wash into the dryer, I heard a voice say to me, "You are enough. I have taken away your guilt and your shame." And there was just such a sense of peace in that moment. Man, wow. And so that crossing over into campground, I want to cross over into campground. You know, that just like, oh, you can see the light, right? And I see the light. I literally see the light. It was just an amazing experience. So for me, I don't know if I've ever shared this story before, but today talking about Deep River, you know, and for me, I believe it was the voice of God. So whether or not you believe I don't know, but for me, that was a very significant moment. And so I have dedicated my life to making sure that I live up to the standard of what that means. I live up to the standard of what that means. And so that precludes me, that compels me, constrains me to use my hands, use my voice, and make sure my heart is fueled by love, which drives the whole process of whatever I do, whatever I say, is in alignment with the love that I have received. And when you have love in your heart, you can't really keep it to yourself. That's not how love works. That is not how love works. I don't know about you. Just for me, love is not something that you keep to yourself. Right? It's like, I love this bell. Yeah, you know, but that's not the kind of love we're talking, not the love of things, but love of a heart for people. So, Simon, when you were asking about the ML, I don't know if you're still here, Simon, maybe you are. When you were asking about the MLB crew, what does MLB stands for? It stands for Make Life Better. It's simply a way for me to frame how I try to live my life, right? The MAD crew, right? MAD is a recent phenomenon. It's like MLB, people are thinking it's like it's Major League Baseball. No, it's not Major League Baseball. It's just the Make Life Better crew, consisting of the ability of using our hands to help, to lift, to physically impact the world, or in my case, play the piano, help someone with a technical problem, using my voice to encourage, to advocate for those who cannot speak for themselves, or to admonish. Is like my son be like, "Hey, don't go down there," or my daughter, or even myself, or a co-worker be like, Ah, son, no, 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 that's not the way to go. It's like, oh yeah, no, this is how I had this problem last week. Here's how I made it over. You talk about those things. It was like, or you may have tech questions. Hey, David, how do I get my microphone to not be echoey like that? It's like, well, gotta use headphones, right? So, um, it's good. Yeah. So we make sure that we use and listen. It's like, and this affects everybody, whether you believe or not. If you're in point of faith, everything you do is affected by how you align yourself with love. It's like no one's ever loved me. That's not true. There's someone that loves you. And love begets love. So as you love and you show love, it comes back to you in unexpected ways. So on Monday, we talked about the blessings of not eating okra, right? And really, it was an interesting experience, and I was reminded of that, and someone was like, David, leave the okra alone. It's like, stop messing with those of us who love okra. And it's like, I love everybody that eats okra. I do. I'm not gonna eat it, but I love you anyways. And so Miss Ruby said, you need a blessing from the White House. It's like, Miss Ruby Mathis White, right? You need a blessing from the White House. And the White House blessed, y'all. Oh, Laquita is consistent, if not anything. All right, for those of you on Facebook, I don't think we heard enough of that song you just sang, Dave. And then she comes back with, remind us what you mean with the no okra song. Oh, Succotash Friday. Listen, they all come out the woodwork now. But Laquita really made it clear here. So MLB crew is fueled by love, sustainable servitude. So when you serve the people in a way that is aligned with love, you end up serving yourself. It's really, really weird. Just try it. Just try it. Just try it today. That's all I encourage you to do. All right. I am really happy for this opportunity today to just talk about Deep River crossing over. I mean, just looking up. Um, you know, I actually lost my train of thought. I had this like, yeah, all online. On my phone right here. Right, talking about Deep River. Right, it's a song. Um, Song of hope and longing, song of peace and freedom in this present life, in the afterlife, right? It's a deep slave song that helped us to see, I'll just peek into what their lives were like. Oh, man. And, eh, it's, we can go and look at it and go and look on it. So I'll just see if I deep river, my home is over Jordan. Deep river, Lord, I want to cross over into campground. Probably should have pitched that up a little higher, right? Deep river, my home is over Jordan. Deep river, Lord, I want to cross over into campground. And I went into, as the deer, as I went down to the river to pray, I think I might have snuck in down by the riverside as well. And standing in the need of prayer. Those were some of the songs that I went through. Not necessarily in that order. I think I might have jumped around a little bit as I was feeling it through. But yeah, I hope that was encouraging for you today. And I'm not about to do a reprise of No Okra. Amen. That song has deep spiritual meaning for me as well. You know, if I never saw a piece of okra again, I'd be happy. David, leave it alone. Leave it alone. So, thank you guys for coming through today. That's all I had. On Friday, y'all, it is going to be the show. Right, Free Form Friday. Free Form Friday. Back with your questions, back with your songs, back with Dr. Hart Ramsey. I've been taking a listen. It's like, man, where has all this music been? Some of the songs I do know, some of the ones I do not. And so it was a listening party happening last night. From last week, y'all were like, Hart Ramsey. I'm like, all right, okay. It's good. So we will definitely be on the lookout for more Hart Ramsey tunes. So come on Friday with your questions and your your songs, questions in the songs as well. There's going to be a quick at the jump. We're going to do a 5 tips for musicians, entrepreneurs, content creators, and even if you don't think you are a content creator, you are. You are everyone is creative in some way. It's like, yeah, well, I just cook. Y'all, chefs in high demand for their creativity. You create a particular menu, and you could start a restaurant. So, anyways, that's good. That's good. Want to encourage you to keep creating, keep hope alive, and remember the align with love. We use our hands, our voice, and our heart fueled by love to make life better, to be mad, to make a difference. The Mad Crew. I like that. The Mad Crew. Well, it's not snowing today, so we got to get a move on. But thank you all for coming through, and have a wonderful day. All right? No okra. Amen. Okay. It's been real. It's been good. It's been real good, y'all. Have a wonderful day. We'll see you on the Freeform Friday. That's how we're going to roll. Thank you so much. Have a blessed day. Peace.